It's your girl Ashley, and I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be reacting to one of my favorite characters, Sir Liz Patterson on the Michael Parkinson Show, circa 1985, part 1. I just recently reacted to the Yorkshireman, and when I was watching that character play out, I'm like, he reminds me of Sir Liz so much, and I just had to react to Sir Liz Patterson because it's been a while, and Barry Humphries played that character and he did it very, very good. All right, enough of me talking, let's get straight into this reaction.
I think the set's on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Liz Patterson.
How could you not love this character? Sir Liz, so hilarious.
Amazing.
How are you, Jackie? Don't worry, how are you, brother?
He just got weak to the knees.
Sorry, Jackie.
You're spilling all that stuff down your new... Is that a new suit?
It's a brand new...
No way. Hold up.
You're spilling all that stuff down your new... Is that a new suit?
It's a brand new...
He just got a hard on. He has no type of manners whatsoever. Somebody's excited.
It's a brand new bag of fruit I've got on, Mike. And it's very good to see you. I've got a new tailor.
A new tailor? Yeah. Do you
Hire the old one.
go to the same tailor all the time?
Well, I
He
have
did
a
a
little
terrible
bloke
job.
up there in Kowloon, which is a suburb of Hong Kong, and I get about half a dozen a time. And he sends me a Christmas card once a year.
It's nice, isn't it?
Very, very nice indeed. And gives you a drink while he's making the suit.
Are they impressed by your figure?
Well, of course, the first time I had this little bloke, a lovely little Oriental fella, he was down on
Little
his knees
Oriental
with his
fella.
mouth full of pins, looked like a shark, and he ran the tape up my inside leg. Might like to do that later, Jackie. He said, "What side do you dress?" Dress, I think. "What side do you dress?" I said, "No worries, just make it a bit baggy round the knees." That's what I said. You with me?
Oh my goodness. Why he's not wearing underwears or briefs? Something to secure that thing.
I must say this to you, Sir Les, although I don't much...
What side does it drift on?
You seem a bit tired and emotional tonight.
Well, I suffer from permanent jet lag, Mike.
Permanent
In
jet
my
lag?
job,
What's
you
that?
know, I'm whizzing all over the place. Bazza, you'd have the same thing. And I'm constant...
What is permanent jet lag? Does he mean like insomnia? That's what I think he's talking about, right? When he's calling it permanent jet lag?
having to do a lot of entertaining. I'm always dipping into my slush fund. And, I have to entertain heads of state, you know, representing in so many fields, you know, the interests of my country, Australia, to which I drink this loyal toast. I'm not tired, though. I'm very fresh, as a matter of fact. I've just been on stage in Baz's show. I'm not a welcome person there at all. He asked me to be in the show. And then he, you know, looks at me, you know, down his nose.
What brings you back to Australia, Sir Les?
My roots.
Your roots.
I come back. Some people go overseas for their roots. Bangkok, you know.
That's
Up
true.
there in Bali, all over the place. I come home for that. I do. I'm a very loyal Australian, and I've got a family. A lovely family, and they keep a pretty low profile. Lady Patterson.
Lady Gwyneth, of course.
Lady Gwen, yes, she...
Yes. How is she?
Oh, she's a... No, I haven't heard from her lately, but... Oh, she's a marvellous person, you know. She's tremendously loyal and... a former model. What former model, I don't know. Model for the monster from the Black Lagoon, I suppose. She's not watching, I might say. She gets the news. I mean, she gets the newspapers, but they're always censored, like the newspapers in Prisoner, you know?
Yes.
They're like a doily when she gets them.
When you, will you be going to England in an official capacity for the royal wedding?
Well, I think it's almost definitely on the cards. I've asked for a pew near the door, in case I have to nip out on affairs of state, you understand. It's a long service. But I will be going to St. Paul's Abbey for this marvellous moment. I'm a Republican, too. I'm a paradox, viewers.
He looked like
I am a
one.
Republican in many ways. You know, I hold the Republican sympathies of a socialist elder statesman and my colleague there, and co-religionist, I might say, Bazza Jones. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but I have to be bipartisan. I've learnt to be bipartisan as I've become a senior figure.
Bipartisan.
And I'm going to be reading one of the lessons, I think, one of the Gospels.
In the Abbey?
In the Abbey, in St. Paul's Abbey, and I'm translating one of them into Australian. I'm going to call it the Oz spell, according to Les. I haven't worked out which one, perhaps the Sermon on the Mount or one of those nice things. I'll just render it into colloquial Australian. I think it should go down sensationally well.
Very impressive, yeah. Well, what about while you're over there? Do you think that you might get the beckoning finger now that Charles has knocked down the Governor-General's job? I mean, you're an obvious candidate.
Well, I was wondering when you were going to throw that at me, Mike. It's still very stum, you know, to use the Red Sea pedestrian expression. But it's stum. It's under wraps. This mustn't go any further. Right, viewers? No further.
You're on a show.
I'm expecting any moment to be offered the GG job. Not that I have any... Oh, Charlie would be nice, but I don't know whether it's the popular choice. I think if there was a referendum, are you with me? Are you with me? If there was a referendum, I think the Australian public would go for the image that I project of the, you know, the senior Australian diplomat who's been around the traps.
No worries.
No, Bazza. Luck to you, Bazza.
And what's it like being such a public figure? I mean, you obviously have to watch your behaviour in
Okay.
And I mean, you must... Now, what about the journalists, you see? How do you deal with them?
Journos.
Journos.
Well, they're difficult, you know. Sometimes they get you in the gun. You know, you might have had that experience. You know, you're a big name. You're very, very good at your job. You're an ace, like. And as soon as they know that, you know, they start trying to pull the rug out from under you. No worries, we've had it in our respective fields, this little actress here. But,
Oh my goodness. Sirless. He has no manners. This character has no manners whatsoever. And I love it.
Oh, well, it's sometimes stiff competition, you know. The press. And I have followed the policy of slinging the journos.
Slinging the journos?
Sling them. Or sugar bag them. It's an old expression. If you wanted to keep someone sweet, you'd leave a sugar bag of beer out in the back veranda. They'd nip around and get it. They'd be okay for a week or two. It's a policy in Australia. You'll find it yourself. You'll be practicing it pretty soon. But, of course, slinging the journos is sometimes a bit difficult when you're in the upper echelons of the political spectrum. You with me? And I have found, as a consultant...
The third leg is so distracting. That's all I keep paying attention to. I mean, I know that it's not real, but it's very distracting, I must say.
Big job of mine. I call upon. They say, look, Les. They say to me, pull yourself together, will you? I'm not here to be sniggered at. They say to me, Les, look, are we going to give a couple of $1,000 to this gorilla basket weaver? Or, you know, the street puppet theatre, or what are we going to give it to? I mainly say the journos, you see. You give the arts grants to the journos. Goff started it, and it worked very, very well for him, no worries. Because bet your life, where there's a journo, right? You with me? In his bottom drawer, he's got a poem, hasn't he? Or a play, or a scenario. He's got one of these things, the bottom drawer. Sling him an arts grant, you see? He'll be sweet for good. He'll be sweet for good. He'll vote for you. He'll put it in the paper. It's the new way, you know? It's the new form of sugar bagging.
No. So that's
The cigarette is going.
No, we're not finished. We're going to come back after this break, but we have to
Break for refreshments.
Break for...
I'll be in that, viewers.
We'll be back in just a moment. See you in a moment.
Oh, man. I love this character. I think I said that already like 1,001 times. Several characters that I love, and Sir Liz Patterson is definitely one of them. As I stated previously before, the Yorkshireman reminds me so much of Sir Liz. There's a lot of similarities, one of them being that they just do not know how to conduct themselves in a professional manner. They love the ladies. I need to watch some more of the Yorkshireman. I enjoyed the first video that I reacted to. Just comment down below and let me know your thoughts and opinions. Let me know who's your favorite character. If it's not Sir Liz, if it's not the Yorkshireman, please just let me know who's your favorite character, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, fam.